Hey everybody, and welcome back to Toy Picker Infinity's toy channel. And so I've been having some questions on the signs that I have in my videos and stuff like that, and so I just wanted to show you guys the signs that I have that I actually make now. And anybody can buy them from me if they want to. They can contact me on eBay. My call sign on eBay is 99 Infinity or Toy Picker Infinity. Either one will go to my eBay site where I sell some stuff for a couple of friends, and I sell some of my own stuff here and there, but I do some eBay sales on a personal level for some of my collector friends where I live. But I also make these signs, and coming up in the next 2 weeks or so I'm going to be doing t-shirts and hats of at least the Bullmark and the Godaikin logo. I actually purchased the Bullmark and Godaikin logo. They were free logos to the free market, as Bandai had released their rights to the logos, and it was surprising that the Godaikin logo especially was not held by anybody else, or no one else picked up the logo, especially like Bandai. I figured Bandai would have just held on to them, but they did not. They let their US patent expire. Now, worldwide, Bandai still has the worldwide patent, and they could argue with me for the US patent, but since they let the US patent go, they would have to, of course, go to court, mediate with me, all that stuff, blah, 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 in order to get their logos back. But they did let the US patent go, and I bought them. I purchased the Bullmark patent logo and the Godaikin patent logo, and am now the owner of them. I'm currently in the last stage of the federal registration for the trademarks, but these are mine. So probably in the next month or two, they will show up online as being owned logos by me, and have my information, all that stuff, under the federal register. But I do own the Bullmark logo and the original Godaikin logo, so it was kind of cool that no one else had picked these up, and they were just sitting out there on the free market here in the US to be purchased. And I also did contact Bandai because I made some signs with the Bandai logos. Here's the Bandai logo by itself, and then the Bandai Chogokin logo, or the Popy logo, actually. I'm sorry. I have the Popy logo and the Popy Chogokin. This is not a Bandai logo. That's actually the Popy logo, which is no longer used. Bandai uses the oval sometimes, but they don't use the Popy anymore. They do use the Chogokin for, of course, their Solar Chogokin. But Bandai does own the rights to these, both in the US and in the world. So out on the world, they own the logos to these, so no one is allowed to make these because they're copywritten. But in purchasing the Bullmark and the Godaikin logo, I actually contacted Bandai America, which they told me to contact Bandai Japan, who owns the rights to the Popy and Chogokin logo. And Bandai actually gave me special permission just to make the signs. I can't do t-shirts and hats, anything else, because Bandai still has rights to that. But they actually did give me permission, which I have the letter or email or whatever it is, the email saved from Bandai Japan. And I also have copies of it on file, of course, if anybody questions me. But I do have their permission, and their consent to use the Chogokin and Popy logos to make these signs. So I didn't need their permission for these because, of course, here in the US they no longer make them. But I cannot sell these worldwide. I am not allowed to sell, or at least the Godaikin logo. The Godaikin logo I'm not allowed to sell worldwide. The Bullmark one I can, because Popy or Bandai no longer has any interest in the Bullmark logo whatsoever. So I do own that logo now. So they said, do what you want with it. So just to let all my viewers and buyers know, they can get a hold of me on 99 Infinity, on eBay, or under Toy Picker Infinity on eBay. And I do have the Godaikin and the Bullmark up periodically. I just sold a couple, so I'm going to have to go down and make some more of the signs. But I can do these in any size. I did pay to at least have the Bullmark, actually all of these. I paid to have all of these digitized, so I can put them on anything. Any size sign you want, I can make them. Just contact me on there, and if you want bigger than these, we could talk. These signs are, I think they're 14 by 11s or 14 by 10s, the Bullmark, and the Godaikin's just a little bit smaller. It's like a 13 by 11 or something like that. And then this Popy one over here is like a 14 by 12, and then this one is a 12 by 12 down here. And they're metal, so these are metal signs. They're printed on a centimeter thick, like tin metal. They don't bend really easy unless you grab the sides and torque them over. But I have a company here where I live, and they took a look at all my information from Bandai, of course, to make sure it was legit. And then they started making me the logos, and they're the only ones authorized to make these logos here in the US. And these aren't baked, they're printed onto the metal. And they don't do it with like strips of decal or whatever. Some places do like vinyl decal. No, these are actually printed onto the metal. So, you know, they're really, really cool. And great for your display. So, as a size reference here, let me grab something here so you could see a size reference. So I'm going to take my Vintage Collection B-Wing box that I have here. So here's the B-Wing, Vintage Collection B-Wing. So it's pretty good size, you know, and that's the signs kind of next to it. So you can see, kind of get a little rough idea of how they are. And I do have one of the Godaikin ones in my display case, and it might be in my video. Maybe I'll have to shoot another one. But behind my robots, I actually have the Godaikin sign, a copy or another one of these, sitting behind my robots in the display case. And on Robot Japan, some of the members of Robot Japan have already purchased some of these signs for their displays. And I actually have one guy who has all three. He has the Popy Chogokin sign, the Bullmark, and the Godaikin sign. He actually has them for his toy shop, so he can have them for displays for his, you know, Japanese toys at his toy shop, and he loves them. He's like, man, it's great. It's cool to put them near the display cases, you know, and they help advertise what he's got in the case. So that's what these can be used for, but you can use them for your displays or anything like that. But you know, I don't want to sell them to anybody who's going to try to reproduce them because, of course, again, I own the Bullmark and the Godaikin logos. I've got the special permission from Bandai to use the Popy logos and don't want anybody else to screw that up. So if you buy them, please don't try to reproduce these because then I got to take you to court and go through all that mess. And then also, I know Bandai will at least back me first before they then take my cool little thing away of getting to make these. And I really wanted to produce these signs and some t-shirts and hats because, you know, Bandai, Popy, Godaikin, they never did that stuff for their customers. And there's a lot of people that love robots that would not only love to have some display signs, they would like to have some t-shirts, hats, you know, so they can wear them to toy shows or just out wherever, and then have the signs for the toys. So here's them up close. And yep, you know, they're beautiful. They've been all digitized. And again, I can put them on pretty much anything, but the only thing I'm really cleared for is to do the signs for all of them. And then I can do shirts and hats with the Bullmark and the Godaikin. And I'll be doing, hopefully getting those up in the next week or two. I just got to talk with the company, do a purchase order, and start doing some. And yes, my big friends, because I'm kind of a big guy too, we'll be doing like 3X and 4X, you know, for the big guys, because, hey, you know what? Most of us nerds are either sitting on computers or running around doing all sorts of computer stuff, and we're not all thin. So, I'm just going to let you guys know that I can do bigger sizes. All right? So if anybody has any questions, you can message me on this video, or get a hold of me on eBay, Toy Picker Infinity, or 99 Infinity, and we can talk. Or if I have the Bullmark and Godaikin ones for sale on there, go ahead and buy one. And the prices are on there. I think they're like $40 a piece or something like that. I don't have the Bandai ones up there right now, but if anybody wants some, I can go ahead and throw up another listing if they want to buy those too. It's easiest to do it through eBay because it's safe for everybody. Protects me, protects you, has all the protections involved and all that stuff. So anyway, again, if you have any questions or comments, leave them at the bottom or get a hold of me on eBay, 99 Infinity or Toy Picker Infinity. It goes to the same store site, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, thanks, and buy a couple. And be happy. Put them on your display case. Your robots will love them too.